Recently, I was playing around on ESPN.com, and they were ranking the talent on teams with their 25 and under talent. So what they did is they went around to the league and checked out all the guys that were 25 and under on the team and what their rankings were for the team.
It's kind of tough because there's certain guys who were good and might have come out to the draft. They might have had 4 or 5 years of college experience, so they're good, but they might be 26 or 27 right now.
The only other thing is you don't know what's going to happen with Kenneth Grant. He's never played a snap in the NFL,
and we haven't seen right. So if you're looking at teams that are okay, you know what? Good, do you think, Kuzan? I want to hear what these experts are saying.
Well, Dan Graziano wrote the article ranking
For
NFL teams, 25 younger players, and I'll just tell you right now, the Miami Dolphins, they have come in 31 out of 32 teams.
Because I'm thinking right now, none of the Dolphins' young play, like their best players, are in the middle of their or the beginning of their prime. They're not in the early stage. I think year 4, you're in your prime. You're in the.
You're starting to figure things out.
You're starting to figure things out. You might be young, and you're successful, but you haven't hit your prime yet. Like Jaden Daniels hasn't hit his prime yet.
No,
and he's definitely young, but he's younger than 25. But I'm not about to say Jaden Daniels hit his prime. But go ahead.
Okay, so they were ranked 31st out of 32nd teams.
So who was the 32nd team?
32nd team is the Denver Broncos. So I will give you the analysis that they give on the Miami Dolphins. 2024 ranked, they were 32 because remember, they were the oldest team in the league. So they did jump up one. They say blue chip players, settle. Notable graduated players.
Nobody 25. That's why. Two was over 25. Jalen Waddle's over 25.
The only player that has graduated and is now no longer with the team is, of course, one Javon Holland, who left in free agency. So here's what they write. It's not that there aren't young players on the Dolphins roster, but rather that we haven't seen enough from them yet to know if they're going to play a major role. The exception is 23-year-old running back Devon Achane, who didn't quite achieve the height of his 2023 season in 2024, but is still as fast as ever. I don't know if I'd agree with that.
I totally disagree with that.
I thought he
was, other than him, it was him and Jonnu that were the best offensive weapons on that team last
I thought
year.
he took, when I say a step up, I thought he took a step up.
He
had a big rookie year, and I understood he broke some types of records.
But nobody expected it. You see, this is what happened. Nobody had expectations for him in his rookie year. Remember, he was backing up Raheem. Right. So nobody had any expectations. Last season, you were hoping if you had any expectations, it might have been hampered with the minute Tua got hurt.
I thought he was,
and I still think
more steadying forces.
He was a steady force,
and he got better.
All the offenses focus on stopping him as well as Tyreek, because you're not worried about the quarterback.
And this year, in the offensive line, he was running behind. Whew, that was tough.
All
right, so they go on the other side of the ball. Edge rusher Chop Robinson is 22 years old and ranked 11th at his position in the pass rush win rate.
Last 5-6 weeks of the season, and he showed tremendous progress.
But we haven't seen him as a starter. That's what they say. Storm Duck and Cam Smith, Cam Smith's going to bring it down a lot, are both 24. So Storm Duck, Cam Smith, 24, and will probably be the starting cornerbacks this season. Once again, they're obviously not that locked into the team, saying Cam Smith will probably be a starting line cornerback. But Duck has 3 NFL starts and Smith has 0 so far. So they haven't seen enough from Storm Duck and Cam Smith. And we're here to tell you, you're probably not going to see a lot from Cam Smith this year. Omar said they're probably going to move on from him, Vlad. And you know what? I think if they do move on from him, probably the best thing for the Dolphins. That's how low I am on Cam Smith right now. Patrick, I mean, I have not heard
He's literally person non grata to you.
I have literally not heard a positive thing about him, other than, I'm sorry, Mike McNeil says when he's on the field, he does good things.
Dude, when your uncle says,
we don't hold your hand anymore.
We can't hold your hands anymore. You don't want to hear that from your uncle. I don't want to hear that.
I have not heard a.
By the way, I'm talking about Chris Greer, who's Cam Smith's a very good friend, close friend with Chris Greer's son, and many assume that's the reason why he was drafted, and he hasn't produced diddly squat.
A positive thing. That's
That's their lead squad.
So yeah.
So what you're saying is
they haven't seen enough.
Storm Duck, Devon A-Chain is your best young players right now.
Chop Robinson.
And Chop Robinson.
But Chop Robinson, they want to see him as a starter.
Right, because they haven't seen him as a starter yet. And okay, so they're 31 out of 32. And Denver's 32, and I don't understand. So what, they don't think Bo Nix is going to be a good young quarterback, or
just don't have enough. And they
Patrick Surtain the second is not the best cornerback in the league.
Number one is the Texans, who do have a lot of young talent.
Well, that's because they got CJ, they got Nico Harris, and they have Will Anderson Jr.
Yeah, so they have, and they played and they've kind of proven themselves.
But their O-line stinks. Oh, and they also have Derek Stingley.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are probably the 25 young. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. They stink.
Just go and do that then.
I'm just saying.
So trying to finish out what they were talking about.
That's kind of bad the way they made Miami's like future doesn't look. It looks
no.
bleak.
The future's okay. The Dolphins had only 2 picks in the first 3 rounds of this last year's draft. Defensive tackle Kenneth Grant and guard Jonas Avinaya. Both players are 21 years old, with Grant's birthday on October and Savinaya on January. Once again, they haven't taken a snap. So there is a youth movement. We just, of course, have to wait and see. I think Chop Robinson, and I hear nothing but positive things about Chop Robinson. I think Storm Duck's going to be a serviceable starter in this league, so I'm happy about that. We know Devon A-Chain is going to be a good player and is a good player. Patrick Paul, nothing but good things. Cam Smith, we're not going to talk about that. Kenneth Grant, Jonas Savina, that is a good young core, at least on paper, if they play to their potential.
If they play up to their potential, yes.
So that's what. Oh yeah, Bo Nix. Remember, Bo Nix is old, bro. He's not 20. He's 25. He's 26 now.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he played in the college ranks for like 18 years. So.
That's right.
So,
you're right.
So they said Bo Nix, Patrick Surtain. We're talking not to get too off of the top of the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, Patrick Surtain, the second, graduated past 25 this past year. So.
Okay.
Don't let that rookie tag fool you.
I tell you, that's the thing. That's why that 25 is critical, because 25. If you get somebody at 21, you draft them they left college and enter the draft in their junior year. Yeah, that you could, and you see some type of success, and they've shown a lot of progression. Then a lot of those players, those teams that have those players will be in the top of the list. That's why I was asking, because like I know the Jets signed Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. They're entering their 4th season in the league. Or, but I don't know their ages as of yet. I don't know if they're 25 or they just passed 25.
Right. So that can be deceiving a little bit.
It's deceiving because, like I said, like you're not putting Tua. When you look at the Dolphins, I'm looking at Tua. I'm looking at Waddle. And I'm like, they're 26. They're just entering their prime.
Yeah, they should be entering their prime.
They're entering their prime.
But we know these guys, or at least we feel as though we know these guys for the Miami Dolphins. You have to feel somewhat, they'll be ranked 31st by ESPN. There's an upside to it because of Devon A-Chain featured back, Chop Robinson, great second half. A lot of people say he's doing some big things. But Storm Duck could be a serviceable starter, and then you've got the 2 rookies, Kenneth Grant and Jonas Savina.
Think about it, but then here's the other thing though, Kuzan. If you're looking at that criteria, a lot of the best teams don't have those players,
right?
I'm not expecting the Kansas City Chiefs to be ranked high, because most of their players have been great players over a good period of time. You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Eagles as well. Maybe Jalen Carter changes. He changes everything, and that Cooper DeJean, maybe they change everything. But a lot of the good teams, they stay good because they've had their core for a number of years,
and they have their guys in their prime.
And they were able to select guys later on in the draft and polish them to become diamonds.
Yeah. It's a weird mix in the NFL. If anybody had it figured out, then they would be there every year making it happen. So it's one of those things. But yeah, if you have no guys under 25, but all your players are in their prime in like 26, 27, 28, well, then you got everything you want.
I know we're talking about the Fins. Let me just, I don't know where the Commanders fall in with Daniels, because I mean, they're an older team right now. That's the reason why they were they're very skeptical on paying Terry McLaurin, because they know that in a number of years, in 2-3 years, they're gonna have to pay $70 million to that franchise quarterback.
If he continues playing like this, they're gonna have to pay him a whole lot of money.
And if you look at that Commanders team, they're ranked third.
They're number 3rd. Jaden Daniels has a lot to do with that. Also, offensive line Brandon Coleman.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that one guy having that one young stud. That's why Houston is. That's why Houston is number 1, correct?
Because they said it's not all Daniels though.
It's all Daniels. It's all Daniels. I mean, that's the other thing. What young quarterback is out there other than CJ and Jaden Daniels? There's questions left for Caleb
Williams, yeah.
There's questions for Michael Penix Jr. No, Michael Penix is old too. So he's
been around.
Yeah, he's been around. JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy's never played a snap in a meaningful NFL game.
Yo, the more I look at it, the more I like, you know what? Dolphins aren't as bad as everybody's making it seem like they're heading into the season. I kind of like the people that the Dolphins have.
I like the young guys.
More so, I like the young guys than the people that I've seen before.
Right.
Like, I trust them.
You know them, but secondary is going to be interesting. Front 7 got to get to the quarterback. You got to keep Tua upright. We'll see. But it's good to hear Patrick Paul and those guys are doing well, at least in practice. So we'll see.
Man. James Cook in Buffalo didn't practice.
It's a business decision, he says.
It's a business decision.
I respect it.
We're getting to that point now in the training camp where, all right, I try to be the good soldier, but you guys you're playing with my emotions.
Well, that's the thing. The team is always going to treat it as a business and a business decision. So when players do it, you can't get mad at them if you're an organization or even if you're a fan base. Like, everybody else is all about their business. Why shouldn't the player be about their